Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. It got his man complete. 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 84 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now down to 20. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it all culminates with a Seattle score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Free kick out of bounds, kicking team.
Entering, pause screen, resume.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. On 1st down, Wilson. Short throw to Disley, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep, and this is taken in at the 5. It's a gain of 35. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2, and he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Now Sanders. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. A big offensive explosion.